Write the area A of a square as a function of its perimeter P. So our goal here is to write an equation that helps us figure out the area in terms of its perimeter. As this problem unfolds, you'll gain more understanding as to how that works. So let's first start with a drawing. We have a square here, and we know that a square has all four sides that are equal. Because this problem doesn't tell us the length of the side, I'm just going to call it x. So we'll call this side x and this side x. They're the same because it's a square. So we call it the same variable. So let's talk about area and perimeter. So area is the space that fills up this square. When you go back to geometry basics, the area of a square, rectangle, is length times width. So in this case, our area equals x times x, because our length and width are the same. We can simplify this. It equals x squared. Okay, so now let's talk about perimeter. Perimeter is the distance around a shape. So if we think about this, the length of this side is x as well, and x as well, because all four sides of the square are the same. So our perimeter is x plus x plus x plus x. So our total perimeter is 4x. So now we finally get to the question here. Write the area of a square as a function of its perimeter. So what that means is, describe to me the area in terms of its perimeter. So what we have to do here is deal with this equation and talk about what x equals in terms of perimeter. So we will just apply some basic algebra. We're going to divide by 4 on both sides. X equals P over 4. Or we can just switch it. I know it's more intuitive to read it this way. P over 4. So again, we're just algebraically rewriting P equals 4x in terms of x. Now, why do we do that? The reason we solve for x in the perimeter equation is because we want to be able to substitute this up here in the area equation. So now that we know what x is in terms of perimeter, x equals perimeter divided by 4, we can substitute that into this x here. So we say area equals P over 4 squared. So again, we took our perimeter equation, solved for x. Now that we know what x is, we plug it into the area equation. And so what you'll see here is we have area in terms of P, perimeter. And then we can finally simplify. So this is just squaring P squared and 4 squared. So the area in terms of its perimeter is P squared over 16. Hopefully that makes sense. Give it a try on your own. See if you can connect the dots, starting with the figure, and we build our, puzzle pieces together. Then we get to the area, and then we talk about perimeter, and then we kind of see how everything connects together, and until you finally get to this equation.